I'm so glad you're here with me today on the Financial Planning for Working Moms podcast. Today's episode is a special one because I had the honor of being a featured guest on the Face Over Anxiety podcast with Rachel Cross. You may find a link to Rachel's podcast in a link below in the show notes. In our conversation, you'll discover how your financial situation can affect so much more than your bank account. It can influence your mood, your sleep, your stress levels, and even your long-term health. But more importantly, we'll share practical steps you can start taking today to begin reducing financial anxiety and moving toward lasting peace and financial stability. So grab your favorite notebook and a pen and let's dive in. If you're tired of debt calling your choices, bills running your day, and groceries eating your paycheck, and ready to finally live life on your terms, debt-free, guilt-free, and unstoppable, welcome to the Financial Planning Podcast. Hi, I'm Deanna, a mom of four, creator of the Two-Line Budget, a believer in big dreams and God-given purpose. I help working moms break free from financial overwhelm, take control of their money, and build the clarity, confidence, and peace you need to make wise financial decisions. Here you'll discover simple and practical financial solutions designed to strengthen your home and build lasting financial stability and maybe enjoy a weekend escape. Because when money becomes simple, your whole life opens up. And I'm here to show you how. One of my coaching students, Mary, ended up saving more than $300 every month and didn't miss a single bill payment after just 3 months in my financial stability coaching program. Those results speak for themselves. And if you are ready to start saving money without adding more stress to your already busy life, I would love to help you do the same. The Financial Stability Coaching Program includes 4 personalized coaching sessions designed to fit into your schedule. Starting with just 1 hour a week, you'll build a solid financial foundation. You'll create a simple budget that works in real life. You'll identify your highest financial priorities and learn practical strategies to save money on everyday purchases, your bill pay, and your grocery shopping. And if Mary can do it, you can too. Book your one-on-one coaching session with me at dianagalas.com/coaching. It's dianagalas.com/coaching. And if you're ready to take control of your money instead of letting it control you, I'm ready to help. I'll see you soon.
Okay, Diana, can you start by telling us a little bit about who you are, who you serve, and what led you to become a financial coach?
Absolutely. So I'm Diana Gallas, a wife, a mom of 4. I'm a financial coach and I host the Financial Planning for Working Moms podcast. And one of my greatest blessings is my son, Davy, who has Down syndrome. So caring for him is both my ministry and my biggest joy. When my children were young, I earned my bachelor's degree in accounting and business administration while raising my family. And once my kids were in school, I began working as an accountant. And over the years, I saw so many hardworking families struggling with money. And it's not primarily because they weren't smart, but mostly because they didn't have a simple system that fit their real actual life. And basically, that's what led me to become a financial coach. And I just wanted to help busy moms to stop feeling overwhelmed and start feeling confident with their money. And after the years of trial and error, testing different budgeting systems and seeing what actually works in real life, I created a simple budgeting method called a two-line budget. Can you imagine just two lines? And designed specifically for busy moms who they just don't have hours and hours to spend managing money. And who may even think they hate budgeting. And because my method is practical, easy to follow, and it helps moms gain clarity and control without adding more stress to their already full plates.
Thank you so much for sharing with us exactly, who you are and a little bit about yourself. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. A two-line budget. That sounds easy and something that I definitely could use myself. So when you hear the phrase financial anxiety, what does that look like for the moms that you work with?
Yes, for many moms, financial anxiety, it shows up as a constant worry in the background of everyday life. And they're thinking about rising grocery prices, filling up the gas tank, paying bills, and wondering if they have enough money left at the end of each month. And it becomes exhausting. And over the time, that stress can affect sleep, relationships, and emotional health. And often I see moms experiencing insomnia, feeling irritable, and snapping at their spouses and at their children, and also carrying a level of stress that impacts every area of their life, not just finances. And money stress rarely stays in a bank account because it follows us into our homes, our marriages, and our peace of mind. And also, life has a way of piling things all at once. Everything needs to be done today and now. And maybe you're enjoying summer when suddenly your child needs unexpected trip to the emergency room. And at the same time, medical bills start arriving, your car needs repairs, and then you discover a leak in the roof. And one challenge by itself may be manageable, right? But when several happen at once, the pressure can feel overwhelming. And especially when you have unexpected, like, loss of somebody you love, or and it all connected with finances, right? And that's when anxiety creeps in. Sleep becomes harder to find, and your mind starts racing with questions like, how am I going to pay for all of this? And what if something else goes wrong, right? For many moms, it's not just about the money, it's about the uncertainty. And that's why having a simple financial plan can be so powerful because it gives you a sense of direction and stability even when life feels unpredictable.
Yes, thank you for sharing that. I can relate so much to, the unexpected things that come up. We just actually had a few cracks in foundation come up and it's can be overwhelming. It can definitely trigger that anxiety that's already there. So why do you think money can feel so emotional for moms, especially when they're already carrying so much mentally and emotionally?
Well, because money is connected to the people we love most. And as moms, We want our children to have opportunities and experiences. We want to say yes to family vacations, sports activities, music lessons, then school events, and visits with loved ones, especially long distance. And when money feels tight, it can feel personal. It can feel like we are letting people down, even when we are doing our absolutely best. That's why one of the first things I teach inside of my financial stability coaching is to simplify and prioritize. Instead of trying to solve everything at once, we focus on the next two important things or goals. Maybe that's paying off a credit card and building an emergency fund. Maybe it's catching up on bills and creating breathing room in the budget. Because when you focus on a few priorities instead of 20, everything starts to feel more manageable, right?
Yes, for sure. Small steps are definitely so important, especially when it comes to anxiety. I have found that taking those small steps instead of overwhelming myself, that definitely is super helpful. And so a lot of moms feel embarrassed about debt, overspending, or not having a budget. So, what would you say to the mom who feels ashamed of where she is financially?
Well, the first, I want to know that she's not alone. Most moms I work with aren't lazy or irresponsible. They're caring a lot. They're working, caring for their families, managing schedules, and trying to keep everything moving. And when they realize something isn't working financially, they immediately want to fix it, right? This is why we are moms. But often, the advice they've been given makes things even more complicated. They're told they need 17 spending categories, multiple bank accounts, complicated spreadsheets, and hours of tracking every purchase. And when that system doesn't work, they assume they are the problem. But the truth is, sometimes the system is the problem. And you don't need a finance degree to manage your money well. You just need a simple plan that fits your real life, your real needs.
Okay. And for the mom who has no budget right now and feels overwhelmed, where should she begin?
Well, the first thing, just start by giving yourself permission to slow down for 30 minutes. Just find a quiet place, grab a piece of paper and a pen, and do what I call a brain sweep. Just write down everything that's on your mind financially: your bills, responsibilities, your dreams, your goals, your worries, and like all your wishes. It should be a pretty long list. And don't forget to include everything from your electric bill and groceries to your dream vacation and future plans. Okay. Once your list is complete, just highlight the terms or items that are essential for everyday living, like housing, utilities, paying for food, your groceries, transportation, then insurance, and other necessities. Because these are your core needs. When you become clear on what must be funded first, financial decisions become much easier. And then instead of guessing where your money should go, you begin leading it with purpose and confidence. What's amazing is that this simple financial brain sweep often brings immediate relief. Many of my clients tell me they feel as if a heavy weight has been lifted off their shoulders. And for the first time in a long time, they can see the full picture of their finances instead of carrying 1,000 money worries around in their heads. So their financial vision becomes clear, they feel more in control, and they often discover they have more opportunities than they originally thought. And rather than constantly worrying about making it from paycheck to paycheck, they finally have a plan. And for a mom who has been carrying the burden of financial stress for months or even years, that kind of clarity is a huge win.
For sure. That sounds wonderful. I love the idea of the brain sweep. So, what does a simple, realistic budget actually look like for a busy mom?
Yeah, so I actually personally prefer the word planning over budgeting. I just don't like that word budgeting.
Okay.
It already feels overwhelming. So I sit down and plan my family's month ahead. And that's why I call my budgeting planning. Because let's be honest, everything costs money these days, right? So I look at upcoming activities, appointments, events, bills, and priorities. So this is basically not just my budgeting session, it's my planning. So once a week, I spend a few minutes reviewing what's coming up and then making small adjustments if needed. And the biggest difference is that I approach money from a leadership position, not from restriction, not from the leadership. And instead of chasing money and wondering where it went, I'm telling my money where it's going, where it should go. I also keep things simple by focusing on just two main spending categories. That's why it's called two-line budget. One line is your fixed expenses, all the bills that are generally the same each month, and then your all other variable expenses, things like groceries, gas, household supplies, and everyday spending. And that's it. And this is your budget. You don't need 17 categories. And you don't need 10 debit cards with all of this. And you don't need to wonder whether paper towels belong in one category and your milk belongs to another category. Because simple systems are easier to follow, which means they're more likely to work.
I love that. For me, that sounds so easy and it doesn't create more anxiety for me. It really sounds super simple and calm and easy to follow. And I love the idea of planning ahead, like planning the month ahead or the week ahead and kind of looking at that ahead of time. Now, if a mom listening today only has 15 minutes this week to start calming her financial overwhelm, what is one simple step that she can take?
Yes, well, the first, take a deep breath, all right? Because you already taking a positive step by just listening to this conversation, all right? And I want you to know that I'm cheering you on. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, start with one area that impacts almost every family. These are your groceries, okay? And I would love to gift you my free meal planning template. It's a simple one-page worksheet that helps you plan breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and your household supplies for the entire week before you shop. Many of my coaching clients save hundreds of dollars each month simply because they have a plan before they walk into the grocery store, right? And you may visit my website, dianagalas.com/meal plan. and enter your name and email and download your free copy. It's simple, practical, and can make an immediate difference in your weekly budget.
I love this idea so much. Groceries definitely are a kind of like trigger for me because everything is so expensive right now. So, definitely, if you're listening, go check that out. And where can my listeners find you, listen to your podcast, and learn more about what you have to offer?
Yes, sure. I would love to connect with you. Just go ahead and visit me at dianagalas.com. It's dianagalas.com. This is my website where you'll find financial tips, resources, coaching information, and free tools to help simplify your finances. And also, you can also listen to my podcast called Financial Planning for Working Moms, where I share practical strategies to help busy moms reduce financial stress, create stability, and build confidence with money. Because my goal is simple. I want you to know where your money is going. Feel confident about your financial decisions, and finally experience the peace that comes from having a clear plan, to having clarity in your mind. And if there is one thing I would like every mom listening to remember, it's this: you don't need to earn more money to begin changing your financial future. What you simply is needing to take the first step.
Thank you so much, Diana, for all of that amazing information and for being here today. And we just really appreciate everything that you shared with us.
Yes, thank you, Rachel, for having me. I was so blessed with sharing what I offer and just to chat with you.
Thank you.
And if you're in a season where you need support and guidance to organize your finances and create a plan that truly works for your life, you're in the right place. If today's episode resonated with you, I would be so grateful if you left a written review, because your review helps other working moms discover this podcast and find the practical encouragement and financial guidance they need. And please don't forget to follow the show so you never miss future episodes filled with simple, practical strategies to help you save money, plan with confidence, and simplify your busy, beautiful life. And until next time, take one small step today toward the financial future you deserve. And I'll see you in the next episode. I am glad you joined me today. If this episode lifted some weight off your shoulders, pass that lightness on to another woman who could use it too. Make sure to follow the Financial Planning Podcast so each week you can unwrap simple money strategies helping you design and build financial stability at your home and experience the clarity, peace, and direction your life is craving. You're doing better than you think, truly. Keep going and keep leading your money, not chasing it. Right here, your clarity grows, your confidence builds, and your new financial story begins. One week, one step, one win at a time.